Hi, it's Barrie Dowsett. I'm the CEO of Myriad, and I thought I'd do a very short video on the difference between video games tax relief and R&D tax credits, and also if it's actually possible, and I get asked this question a lot of times, is it possible that you can claim both VGTR and R&D tax credits? So the answer to that question is yes, yes, yes. So you can claim VGTR for developing a game itself, the production cost of those games, and you can also claim R&D tax relief for projects that involve technical advancement and technical uncertainties. What you can't do is you can't claim for R&D bubbles within the production cost of a game. So you have to focus on the much larger technical projects. So small bubbles of R&D in a game is not allowed. The other thing to remember is that you can't double dip in costs. So if you've got a developer that's working on a tech project and also working on developing and producing a game using that technology, then you have to make sure that you divide his costs between the two projects, and you cannot claim more than 100% of that person's salary. So let me give you an example of when you can claim both R&D tax credits and video games tax relief. So you're a game developer, you build some really exciting tech, a game engine that involves immersive technology, for example. You're able to classify that as an R&D project, providing it was technically challenging in the eyes of a competent developer. So that would be under R&D tax credits. But then you use that game engine to go and develop and produce some games, which is absolutely fine. So you will claim R&D tax credits on developing the game engine, the tech involved with that, and then you will then claim video games tax relief on the actual producing the game using that technology. But remember, you can't double dip in terms of costs. So I'm just going to explain now the difference between the two schemes and what they're actually worth as well. So which one is actually better? So video games tax relief. First of all, you've got to meet the cultural test. So that is the criteria, and you get a certificate once you've met that. You make an application to BFI. For R&D tax credits, it's all about developing innovative technology. And there is a lot of criteria on the HM Revenue and Customs website that tells you and explains what an advancement in science or technology looks like. VGTR is all focused on game production costs, whilst R&D tax credits is all focused on the cost of staff and contractors involved in developing the tech. In terms of what it's worth, a percentage of your cost, VGTR can range from 16 to 20%, depends if you're profit making or loss making for that particular game, whilst R&D tax credits is between 20 to 25%, so it's a more generous, however it only relates to the developing the tech project. And it is possible to get up to 33% in terms of cash back by surrendering losses. That's an area I'm not going to go into today, but I will feature a video which will give you a lot more detail how we come to this magical 33%. In both situations, you can go back 2 years. And as I said, for VGTR, you've got to make an application to BFI to meet the cultural test. You get a certificate, and then your VGTR claim is then put through the tax return, your annual tax return, and that gets sent to the HM Revenue Creative Unit in Manchester. R&D tax credits, you claim that through your annual tax return, your company's tax return, and you then also, that gets sent through to HM Revenue and Customs R&D Unit, which is currently based in Portsmouth. In terms of VGTR and R&D tax credits, yes, you can claim both. Be careful on how you claim it. If you've got any questions or need some further help, please reach out. There's my email address there and my telephone number, and I will respond to you. I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you all again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.